ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णा प्रेम प्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्णा चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थे सुभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्म हृदय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदतां ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मिथो धिया। मनश्च भद्रं भजतादधोक्षजे आवेश्यतां नो मतिरप्यहेतुकी। So reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 13, verse number 16. So we read in the previous slokas that Brahma, who is the grandson of water, he wanted to see some Manju Mahima of Sri Krishna, and therefore he decided to steal the calves. And then it was explained by Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur that it is not possible to influence Krishna or his friends or cowherd boys by his Maya. So they were another set created by Mahamaya, which he stole. And the real friends remained under the influence of Yogamaya in the forest for 1 year. And now we'll see that Krishna will create one more set. So there will be 3 sets. 2 under the cover and 1 visible. So then Krishna, he went for searching when they were eating, and suddenly the calves were not visible. They went deep into the forest because of the green grass, Trinalalasa. So he told them that you eat, you continue eating, and I will find them. So with his Mashrinu Kaval Vamapanu in the left hand keeping his yogurt rice, he went in search. So tato vatsan adrishtva etya pulinepi cha vatsapan ubhavapi vane krishna vichikaya samantata. So when he was searching like this, he could not find them anywhere. So vatsan adrishtva pulinepi etya cha vatsapan. So he came back to the bank of Yamuna river, and then to his surprise he also did not find the boys there. So they also disappeared. So then he thought that what has gone wrong now? What happened to the boys? Maybe they also went in search after I left, because I did not come so long. So they may be searching for me, they may be searching for the calves, or maybe some other asura came because we killed this Aghasura, so another one came. So then he searched now for the boys also. So ubhavapi vane krishno vichikaya samantata. So now previously he was only searching for the cows. Now he was searching for both cows and also for the friends. So both.
Yesterday you asked. Yesterday you had mentioned about the Lord having some fat from the yogurt.
Fat?
Yeah, you said from the yogurt his hand was, you said there was some fat from it, or?
No, yogurt has fat in it.
So I didn't, what was that context in Babaji Maharaj?
Fat is called sneha.
Okay.
And sneha also means love.
Okay. Thank you, Maharaj.
So Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he comments on this. He says, Adrishtva natu aprapya iti uktam. That he only did not see them. Did not mean that he did not find them. Is it possible? What your logic says? If you don't see means you don't. So just because you don't see something does not mean it is not there. Right? There's so many things we don't see. You don't see your own back. Right? But you can touch to the wall and you know it is there, still sticking to you. So he did not see the cowherd boys. It does not mean that he did not find them. So he means he knows that now they are hidden. So atas tatra sthitan jatan api adrishtva adarshanam abhiniya ityartha. So he saw them sitting there only. Not saw, because he already said that he did not see them. They were all sitting there and he knew this without seeing. You can also know many things without seeing, right? So although he did not see, but he knew. So therefore it is not that seeing is believing. So he knew that the children are right here, but he didn't see them. And therefore he acted as if he is not seeing. Krishna is also a Natvara, he is good at acting also. He took some lessons in Natya Shastra also. So he was acting as if he is not seeing them. So therefore he says Adarshanam Abhiniya iti artha. So that's what Kunti Devi prays in her prayers, Nato Natya Dharo Yatha. That you are a Natya Dhara, just like an actor, good actor, you are playing this. So Krishna is very good also in acting. So Manmaya Mohita Esha Ayam iti Brahmanam Mithyabhimanam Grahitum iti Bhava. Because Krishna says, Ye yatha mam prapadyante tams tathai bhajamyaham. Right? As you approach him, then he also reciprocates like this. So Brahma wanted that Krishna falls into illusion. So he says, okay, I fall in illusion. But now he has to convince Brahma that he is in illusion. Otherwise Brahma will think that he is not in illusion. He is only just making a show. So to make sure that Brahma is convinced that I am under the influence of his Maya, he did not see the children. Although they are right there. So therefore he acted as if, where are they? What happened? He was calling for them. He was shouting their names. Subal, Sridham, Madhumangal. Where are you? So therefore he says, he wanted that let Brahma have this mithyabhiman, this false this idea, this misconception that I have been bewildered by him. So he was trying to, so it is a competition who bewilders whom. So Krishna is making Brahma believe that he has bewildered him when actually Krishna has bewildered him. So therefore Brahma is happy, but later on the truth will come out when he will realize that actually it was he who was bewildered. So tatascha ubhavapi vatsan balascha vichikaya vishmaya vishadadi abhinaya purvakam natvat tad anveshnam abhininaya tirtha. Therefore, when he did not find ubhavapi, both the boys and the calves, so he was searching for them. And then when he was searching, he was also in a state of surprise, wonder, and also in little grief. What happened to my friends? So that Brahma actually believes that he is now in complete stress. So Brahma gave stress to him. So therefore he says Visadadi Abhinay Purvakam, because when you have to act on the stage, you also have to express your emotions. Sometimes you laugh, sometimes if you have to be angry, you get angry, you have to become sad, you become sad. So Krishna is doing that. So sometimes it is good in our life to do that, right? And some people want to believe that you are foolish. So it is good to act like that. You do welfare to them. This is also seva, right? They are happy. Otherwise you will cause trouble to them, they become jealous of you. So sometimes nice to behave like I know nothing, I am a fool. So therefore he says Natvad tattad anveshnam abhininayatyrtha. Therefore, like a nata, like a good actor, he was searching for Tad means for the cows and also for the cowherd boys. So tatra udvahat pashupa vansa shishutva natyam. So why he is saying like this? Because later on Brahma, he himself will see that this Krishna was acting as before. He uses the same word natyam. So he was still having the same food in his hand, which he left 1 year ago, and searching. When he came back, when Brahma will come back, he will see that he is still like that. Swakvapya drishtva antar vipine vatsan palanscha vishvavit sarvam vidhi kritam Krishna sahasav jagamaha.
Maharaj, it is generally said that when Krishna performs all these pastimes in Vrindavan, just like getting fearful from Mother Yashoda and all the other pastimes, तो भगवान का उसमें आवेश है, मतलब it is not abhinay. There is difference between abhinay and avesh. So,
Right.
but यहाँ पे Vishwanath Chakravarti is 3 times using this word. He is abhinay, abhinay, abhinay. So how do we understand
So
these?
this is not Mother Yashoda. This is Brahma. Brahma, what avesh you want in Brahma?
नहीं, वो उस चीज़ को यहाँ पे एक्स्ट्रापोलेट नहीं किया जा सकता, जस्ट लाइक वहाँ पे
No, what is the avesh? So that mean you want to prove that he was bewildered by Brahma.
yes, मतलब appearing to be bewildered. I mean,
So appearing to be bewildered means this, means not bewildered. Appearing to be means he's not. Right?
this is what he is saying, appearing to be bewildered.
Yeah, so now you want him to be bewildered or you don't want him to be bewildered?
मतलब लीला में तो bewilderment हो
No,
सकती
that
है.
is all right. But do you want him to be bewildered by Brahma? The Yashoda is different story.
No, I don't want, but I just want to understand.
It looks like that.
जो इसका मतलब जो आवेश है वो सिर्फ ब्रज जो
Yeah, because they are his friends and relatives, he has nothing to play with them. He doesn't have to make a show to them. He is one of them. But some outside person is coming and causing trouble. Says, all right,
ओके
you want to do this, I will also do this to you. Right?
ओके सो इसका
He
मतलब
wants to see his Manju Mahima, he says, okay, I'll show you. You can do that. This is also Manju Mahima, he is bewildered. Brahma is happy.
तो इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि जो प्रेमी भक्त हैं, जो वृंदावन ब्रज भक्त हैं, उनके साथ अभिनय नहीं है, उनके साथ आवेश है. और जो
Why should he do Abhinay with them? Because to do Abhinay, he has to have his Aishwarya.
राइट
Right?
राइट
With them he doesn't need that. They have love with him and he loves them. So when you love somebody, then you don't need to do drama.
ओके
If you don't love your wife and you go home and you know that she will be upset, so then you make a drama. Right? Buy some gift, some flower, one sari from Loi Bazaar. So when you are doing drama, actually don't love her. But if you love her, then do you have to do drama? No. So it's different.
What's the difference between the words? Avesha means
Avesha means you are absorbed, you are in that mood. And Abhinay means you are
acting.
depicting the mood. One is external, the other is internal. Right? So there is no need for him to have an external mood there. He is relishing, he himself is relishing that. He has the identity of Yashoda's son. He does not have the identity of servant of Brahma or somebody like that. But he goes along with Brahma also. Okay, Brahma wants to see some Leela, then he says, okay, now I show my Aishwarya. So he has a difficult role to play, you see. It's a tough job to be Krishna. People think being Krishna is easy. Now you see, big problem he has to solve. Big people have big problem. Small people have small problem. So he is getting a big problem now. So kvapya drishtva antar vipane vatsan palanscha vishvavit sarvam vidhi kritam Krishna sahasav jagamaha. So when he was searching like this, he went into the forest barefoot, here, there, running around. He was nicely enjoying his meal with his friends. Now the obstacle came. So this was also his wish. He wanted monkeys to come and cause obstacle. So Yogamaya says, no problem, you want obstacle, we bring big obstacle for him. So here is the obstacle. So he could not find them. He went deep into the forest. So Vatsan, Palanscha, both the calves and the protector of the calf, the cowherds, he did not find them, although he is Vishvavit. Vishwa means everything. Vit means knower. Vishvamit means omniscient, who knows everything. Still he could not find. So this is contradictory or not? What kind of omniscient person is he that he cannot even find his calves? Right? So that is the Leela. That is the play. If he is Vishvavit, if he knows everything, then how is that he could not see them? So Sarvam Vidhi Kritam Krishna. So then Krishna thought everything is in the hand of fate. Right? There is nothing I can do about it. So therefore suddenly he understood, because Vidhi is also name of Brahma. So Sahasa Jagama hai. So general people will say this is all because of Vidhi. Vidhi means also fate. And Vidhi also means Brahma. So here it means Brahma. And he says, so therefore he understood that this is the game of Brahma. Vidhi krita sahasa avjagam. So in 1 second he knew that. So punaha kim kritva vichikaya iti atyaha kvaiti. So then what else did he do? In search. So Vishwavidapi Kwapi sadvalad anyatrapi vatsan pulinad anyatrapi palan adrishtva vichikayat. So although he is a Vishwavit, he is all-knowing personality, but he could not see the calves in the green grass, and he could not see the boys on the bank of Yamuna. So therefore he came back and said, this is my karma, vidhikrit. This is Brahma's play. Purvena anvaya. Nanu Krishna kim vatsadi chorya kshana eva viveda tat kshana anantram va kinchid anvishya va viveda ityaha sarvamiti. Sahasa chorya kshana eva brahmana atarkitam ityartha. So now the question comes that when did he come to know this? Because he says that suddenly he understood what has happened. Sarvam vidhi kritam mani. That it is all done by Brahma. So when did he come to know? He says, when they were stolen, did he come to know at that time itself? When Brahma was stealing them? Or after he has stolen, then he come to know? Takshanantram va. Or after they were stolen and then he went in search for them, then he came to know? What time did he come to know? So the word sahasa says that immediately at that time itself. Shaurya kshana eva brahmana atarkitam eva. So he came to know when Brahma stole them, that time itself. Atarkite tu sahasa iti amara.
Brahmana atarkitam means?
Means not that Brahma performed the act and then he came to know. But when Brahma did it, then right at that moment it happened.
So, it means Vats Adi Chaure Kshana Eva.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tatah Krishno mudam kartum tanmatrinam cha kasya cha ubhyayitam atmanam chakre vishva kridishvaraha. So now he will spread his another Maya. So what is that? He said that now I have to act in a way, I have to do something that I will make Brahma happy and I will also make the mothers of the cowherd boys happy. So Ka means Brahma, Kasya cha, and Matrinam means the mothers. So Krishna mudam kartum. So then what he did? Ubhaya aitam atmanam chakre vishvakideshwara. So therefore he took the form both of cowherd boys and the calves. And because he is Vishvakrit, he creates universe, so it's nothing difficult for him. Ishvara, because he is Ishvara. Tatascha Bhagwan Maya Mohite Brahmani Mohak Manye Swabhavnam Gate Sati Swasya Brahma Maya Mohana Bhav Matra Vyanjakaha Purva Vatsa पूर्ववत् स्वीयैर्वत्स बालकैः सह भोजनादि लीलाभिर्विहारो नाति चित्रम् इति अतो मायातीतान् बलदेव पर्यन्तान् अपि स्वपरिवारान् मोहित्वा लोके स्वयं मायाबलं दर्शितुं परम वत्सलानां गोपिनां स्वस्मिन् पुत्रभावाभिलषन्तीनां मनोरथं पूरयितुं ब्रह्माणं मोहित्वापि महाविस्मय समुद्रे प्रक्षेप्तुम् एकस्मिन्नेव स्वभीष्टदेवे श्रीभगवतोपदेष्ट्रि वासुदेवे भक्तिमन्तं खलु तं च परस्याश्रान् वसुदेवान् दर्शयितुं स्वमेव वत्स बालकादि आकारो बभूव तथेति. Long sentence. So then what he thought that Brahma, he was bewildered by Bhagavan's Maya. But he was thinking that I have bewildered Krishna. So therefore he went to his abode. He thought that I have now stolen the calves and the cowherd boys and Krishna does not know that I have done it. So he went home thinking, let's see now what he is going to do. Earlier, right, it came, will he come and ask me, will he get them back himself, or what is he going to do? So it says mohaka manye, means Brahma is thinking that I have bewildered Krishna. So swabhavanam gate sati, so when he went, then Krishna swasya brahma maya mohana bhava matra vyanjaka. So now Krishna is going to manifest a pastime which shows that he was not bewildered by Brahma's Maya. Because if he was bewildered by Brahma's Maya, then he would not know that this has happened, then there is no possibility that he is going to expand. He will search, he will do all kinds of things. So Purvat Sviyair Vats Balkai Saha Bhojanadi Leela Bhir Viharo Nati Chitram. So he says that if I just perform the Leela, that I create these children or I get them and then I eat like before, then this is not very wonderful. I want to do more wonder. So what is the wonder? That I want to give pleasure and bewilder everybody, including Balram. Because even Balram did not get the smell of it for 1 year. He thought that this same going on as before, nothing different. And the parents did not know, the cows also did not know, nobody knew anything. So therefore, Leela bhi viharo nati chitram ityato mayatitan baldev paryantan api. So Balram, who is beyond Maya, even he was put into Maya by. So therefore Balram, he will say this, that what is this? This is the Maya of my master, Mayapi Vimohini, that it is bewildering me also. Somewhere I think in this chapter only, his statement will come. So, Prayo Mayantu me bhartur nanya mepi vimohini kayam kuta ayata deviva kuta asuri. That what is this? From where this Maya has come? Is it Devi Maya, Asuri Maya? And then he says, but all these Mayas cannot bewilder me, only the Maya of my master. So Balram says here that Krishna is my master. So Maya may be vimohini, that even I am bewildered by his Maya. So he says that Baldev Paryantan api Swaparivaran. So Parivara means those who are all around his associates. Mohitva Loke Swa Maya Balam Darshaitum. So now Krishna is showing the strength of his Maya. He says, you want to see Maya? I will show Maya. That it bewilders everybody up to Balram. So Param Vatsala Nam Gop Gopi Nam Swasmin Putra Bhava Bhavam Abhilashanti Nam Manoratham Puraitam. So the gopis, they wanted to have Krishna also as their child, because they will come when Krishna is at Yashoda's place, then all the gopis will come there, the elderly gopis. They will see Krishna's childhood pastime, and then a desire came in their mind that, oh, I wish I had a child like him. So now he wants to fulfill that wish of the gopis. See, this is how Krishna is. He fulfills the wish of his devotees. So this one pastime has got so many different connotations in it. It's not only just Brahma is having this fun, but Krishna is fulfilling. The cows also wanted that if Krishna could drink or milk like a calf, so he becomes calf for them. So therefore he says, Go Gopinam Swasmin Putra Bhavam Abhilashantinam. That both cows and gopis, they desired to have Krishna as their child. So he fulfilled their wish now by becoming all the cowherd boys and calves. And Brahmanam Mohitvapi, and although he has already bewildered Brahma, but he is going to bewilder him even more later on. So he will show him that you worship Vasudeva, Narayana. I will show you thousands of Narayanas. Then your head will start reeling. That what is this? How so many Narayanas, from where have they come? So he says, Punar Maha Vishma Samudre Praksheptum Ekasmineva Swabhishtadeve Śrīmad-Bhāgavata Updeshtri Vasudeve Bhakti Mantam. So he has only seen one Vishnu who appeared at the beginning of creation and came and gave him Bhāgavatam. Tene Brahma Hridaya Adi Kavaya Mahiyanti Yatsvaya. Right? Came once and appeared, and that is his Ishtadevata. And now Brahma will see all around so many Narayana forms. So this is most bewildering. And this is also to show that he is Swayam Bhagavan. He is the source of unlimited Narayanas.
How long did the how long did the Maya last? Because if he says the gopis were able to
1
see
year, 1 year.
1 year. Okay.
It will come.
Thank you.
1 year is a long time.
Babaji, I have a question that in the Pavitra Go Seva, this book that they say that, or it is say that part of these cows or these cows, they were spread through this year and having childs and all of that. So it is said that even the cows here in Vrindavan descend from, not all, but some of them, who knows whom, but descend from this. That is why the cows in Vrindavan are special in different, making difference of the other cows. So
Good. So, Vasudeva.
Can I ask? I miss in the phrase you said that he became to know and like something some time ago. So if he create all these leelas and everything, so how he can became to know why he didn't know that something before? So the phrase was that he became to know.
No, he is acting. He already said that he was acting. So he was acting as if he does not know. Now he suddenly. But he wants to show the word sahasa indicates that he knew it at that time also when he stole. But now in the play he is making as if he has come to know now.
Okay. So he's playing.
Yeah. So tamcha parasahasran vasudevan darshitum swameva vatsa balakadi akaro babhuva ityaha tati. Therefore to show to Brahma thousands and thousands of Vasudeva forms, so he himself became the calves and the cowherd boys. Kasya Brahmana Atmanam, so the word Kasya in the sloka means of Brahma. Atmanam Swameva Ubhayayitam Ubhayam Vatsatvam Balkatvam Cha Itam Prapta. So he himself took the form of the calves and the cowherd boys. Vats Bal Rupinam Ityartha. Vishvakrita Mahat Srashtra Dinamapi Ishvara iti Tatra Samarthyam Davatam. So Vishvakrit Ishvara can mean Vishvakritan Ishvara, or it can also mean that he is the Ishvara of one who creates the Vishwa. So this just to indicate his capability to create. So this is the most amazing pastime. That's why when Parikshit Maharaj asked this question, and Sukadeva went into state of samadhi, because so nice, wonderful Leela. So in this next sloka, it is described how Krishna manifested exactly the same forms. So yavad vatsapa vatsakalpaka vapuri yavat karangriyadikam yavadi yashti vishana venudalashe yavad vibhushambaram यावत् शील गुणा विधा कृतवयो यावद् विहारादिकं सर्वं विष्णुमयं गिरोऽङ्गवदज सर्वस्वरूपो बभौ. So Ajaha Sarvaswarupo Babhau. So Krishna, who is unborn, he took all the forms. So that is the meaning also, that everything is Krishna. Everything is his manifestation, and here he is showing this. So Yavad Vatsapa, as many boys were there, that many and Vatsaka, Alpaka, Vapura Yavat Karangriyadikam. As per their size, small, big, their age, because they are of different ages, and their hands and feet exactly same, no difference. Nobody can figure out that it is different. And Yavad Yashti Vishana Venu Dalashik. Not only that, but also the type of stick somebody is having. Everybody is having a stick. So Krishna also became the stick. He also became the flute. Also their dress, their cloth, their lunchbox. Everything was Krishna. So when they're taking the lunchbox home, now the gopis, they even like this lunchbox more than before. Because this is Krishna sitting there. So he took that form also, appearing insentient. That's why I said tough job. It's not easy. How long can you sit quietly? Now he has to sit like a stick standing in one corner whole night. No movement, no breathing, no talking. Cannot demand any food or anything. Just sit quietly. Some ant is walking on it. Cannot scratch. Because it's Krishna, its stick is Krishna. So some lizard comes, cannot say anything. Right? Lizard comes and trying to lick the stick. What is he going to do? So now the lizard is also getting some bhav by sticking to the stick. See how many people got the advantage. All the ants, mosquitoes, flies, everybody is enjoying. Now all the flies will come and sit on the lunchbox.
Lizards and cockroaches in this place?
Everything. Why not? If there can be snake, then why not? So Yavad Vibhusha Ambaram, and also their dress, their ornaments, everything. And Yavad Shila Gunabidha Kritivayo Yavad Viharadikam. And also they have to act exactly the way they were acting before, their characters, Shila, their qualities, their name, their age, and the way they were dealing with their parents at home, so that they don't see any difference. So complete absorption. So here now it is not acting. He is going to actually have all this relation. He is going to relish this with them, this bhav, with each gopi, with each cow. Sarvam Vishnumayam Giroangavad Aja Sarva Rupa Bhavat. Therefore Sarvam Vishnumayam. So Isavashamidam Sarvam Vasudevam. Vasudeva Sarvamiti. Right? Sarvam Khalu Idam Brahma. Vastuto Krishna. Vastuto Janata Matra Krishnam Sthashnu Cha Vishnu Cha. Sukadeva Goswami will say later on. He says in reality you should know that all this is Krishna. Movable or immovable. So here he is actually showing it practically, that everything is Krishna. So Sarvam Vishnu Mayam Giro Angavadaja Sarva. So as if he is bringing this statement to truth that everything is Vishnu Maya. Gira means speech. What happened to this mic?
Okay. Babaji, so he took the form of the lunch boxes and all that. Now in the material world, are there atmas in jada objects as well, like boxes or stones or other things?
Yeah, Atma is everywhere, Sarvagata. This is Achintya.
And how do we differentiate between something that is conscious and not?
No, that is not manifesting its consciousness there.
Okay.
Yeah, this is very significant. I also wanted to ask this question sometime. He said that mountains also have Atma, this stone also has Atma. So then how do we differentiate between Jada and Chetan?
Difficult.
Krishna himself says there are two kinds of Prakriti, Para and Apara, Jada, Chetan. So what is the difference?
So that's by practical level. Just like at the Newtonian level, this thing is stable, right? At the quantum level, it's moving, isn't it?
Right.
So now think more from quantum point of view if you want to see there is Atma everywhere. But at Newtonian level, it's Jada, right? The stable is not moving, it's fixed. But at quantum level, nothing is fixed. So you have to have quantum drishti.
So at Vyavharik level they are Jada, but at Paramarthik level they are Chetan.
Can it be understood that they have the
If you
potential?
say that everything is Krishna, what does it mean? Vastutah janata matra Krishnam sthasnu chareshnu cha. So what is the meaning of Vasudeva Sarvam?
So he's showing here that Vasudev can become Jada also by this Leela when he becomes stick and all.
Yes. It's the Bheda Bhed. Now you will understand why Jiva Goswami said Achintya Bheda Bhed. This is the Achintya Bheda Bhed.
Yes, it's very difficult to...
Right? They are cowherd boys and they are Krishna also. So are they Krishna or they are cowherd boy? Both. Is that stick or is that Krishna? What will you say now?
So what if we say...
Therefore, what is described in 11th canto, who is Mahabhagavat? Sarvabhuta suya pashed bhagavad bhavam atman. Right? This is the definition. So this is the whole philosophy. What Advaitvadis are saying, they are saying the same thing but in a different way, but we also say the same thing. That is how Bhāgavatam begins. Vadanti tat tattvadas tattvam. If there is only one tattva, then there is only one tattva.
So Babaji, see, is that the Atma there is Atma, not Jiva, as in the Ahankara is not there when the Atma is Jada, that the Aham is not there but the Atma is there?
Chitta is not there. So Vasudevat Prithak Brahman Nanyo Artho Asti Tattvataha. Okay, Sukadeva Goswami says that there is no tattva which is different from Vasudeva. Dravyam karma ch kalascha svabhava jiva eva cha. Dravya, kala, karma, svabhava and jiva. That's all you see all around. 5 things. But this is not separate from Vasudeva.
Separate in the sense, what Shukdev Goswami is saying, by Shakti Shaktiman Bhed or by...
In that, this is difficult at our level you say like this, but at higher level things change.
What change is there?
Now when you see this stick, that stick which is going now, is it Shakti Shaktiman or is it Shaktiman only? What will you say?
It is Shaktiman only because directly Krishna is manifesting as
Right.
it is written here.
Yes.
But what about...
So therefore for devotees, like say when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is seeing, he sees that Chatak Parvat and think this is... So he is actually seeing Govardhan in that. He is going into ecstasy. So at that level it is very difficult to say what you are saying. For us it is understand, okay, there is 3 potencies, there is Antaranga Shakti, Bahiranga Shakti, Tatastha Shakti. That is our level of understanding. So better stick to that. Otherwise confusion will come.
But when Krishna became the lunch box, then in that it's only the Krishna. When Krishna became the lunch box. When Krishna became lunch box, then it's only the Krishna.
Yes.
Then how it's Achintya Bheda Ved?
Because it's also not having hands and legs.
No, already before also the balance.
No, Bheda Bhed means it is a Bhed because it is Krishna himself, and Bheda means it is acting like just a lunchbox sitting there. So you see the difference. This is Krishna playing flute. Lunchbox does not play the flute. Does not talk or walk. So Bheda is there and Abheda is there.
Yeah, that is the difference in the form.
So what is your question?
My question is that when Krishna became the calves, then in that is it's only the Krishna, because their behavior Swarupa is different from the before whatever calves. So in this state, how I can say that Achintya Bheda Ved?
So what will you say?
Is it directly that Krishna single point?
Okay, good. But then you will worship that calf, or you are going to worship Krishna? I mean, you cannot see the distinction between calf and Krishna?
No, if I am seeing that same person.
No, I understand your question. But do you see the difference? But if somebody asks you, what is this? Will you say Krishna, or you will say calf?
Yeah, he is the Krishna in the form of calf.
So therefore there is a difference or not? Because Krishna is in the form of Krishna only. And there Krishna is in the form of calf. So some difference is there or not? He is walking on 4 legs with the tail up. And Krishna is walking on 2 legs. So difference is there. And at the same time you are only seeing the non-difference. You are giving stress to Abheda. And I am saying the difference is also there, which is visible in action, in behavior, in quality, everything. The calf is going to run and drink the milk, and is going to eat the grass. And Krishna is not doing that. So there is difference. So you have to also see that part.
Babaji,
but because Bhed is also Achintya, therefore we are having trouble.
And one question.
Here Swarupa is also changing, means.
Yeah.
So it's very difficult to understand that.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the Swarupa of any.
It is easy to take one side. It is easy to think they are different. It is easy to think as one, as you are saying. It's difficult to see both. And this is what Shastra is teaching. This is actually the essence of all Shastra. This whole exercise, starting from Tark Sangraha onward, it's only to make us understand this. The day human mind will understand this, all the problems are solved. The problems are there that we either see the Bheda or we see the Abheda like the Advaitvadis. Yes, either you go to this extreme or you go to the other extreme. So the Samanvaya of the Shastra is in Achintya Veda Bhed. That is the brilliant exposition of Jiva Goswami.
Yeah, it's the Swarupa of any object which makes different one object with remaining. And here the same objects, they manifesting in different Swarupa.
Yeah, just like if you take gold, here at least there is so much difference. If you take gold and you make earrings, and you make a necklace, So it is same gold, but still you call one as a necklace and one you call as a earring. You don't wear the necklace into the ear nor the ear in the necklace place. So there is some differences there
Yes.
in function, appearance. So that's what we say, that it is different and same. So from that you can understand.
So, Babaji, I have a question in that regard. Is the descendants of these calves and cows that was Krishna himself playing this role?
What?
These calves and cows who descend from descend. I mean, how descend?
Descend what?
Like the calves that are the sons of the cows, and these calves have also sons and all these descendants of these calves and cows. That was Krishna himself playing this role. They are like the sons of Krishna in Dwaraka, for example, like expansions or energies in that way, or they are like Krishna.
I don't know what you are saying. Anybody understands Krishna? You understand what he's saying?
It's like I'm telling that Krishna played the role of these cows and these calves. So these cows and these calves per 1 year they was multiplied themselves and growing and living like a calves, but actually was Krishna himself. So these sons of these calves that comes from these cows that was Krishna himself, they well, because I am talking about this Pavitra Go who tells that the cows that are in Vrindavan, most of them are descendants from these cows of the Brahma Vimohan Lila, which Krishna himself was playing this role. So my question is if these cows are potencies of Krishna himself, or like the sons of Krishna in Dwaraka, or are Krishna himself in this role?
You can take whatever you like.
Yeah, Achintya Veda.
Anyway, if the cows gave birth, that was
Excuse
not
me, Maharaj.
Krishna's manifestation.
In which situation means where is boundary line I can draw that for Achintya Veda Ved for understanding means otherwise it may be I'm just for everything if even I'm not understanding something properly, and in that case I am saying it's Achintya Veda Ved.
So you can give some example.
No, it depends on the personal understanding.
No, I mean you give something where you are not understanding and you are applying Achintya Bheda Ved. Because I don't know what you mean by your question.
My question is that for understanding or behaving means actually understanding the scriptures.
Understanding is simple, that energy and energetic are one and same. And they are different. That is the principle. Saktaya sarvabhutanam achintya gyan gochara. This is the sloka from where Jiva Goswami, or at least he cites this to show this achintya bheda ved. So saktaya sarvabhavanam achintya gyan gochara. So he says that the Shaktis of all objects, Bhava here means object, they are achintya gyan gochara. So then he explains that it means their Shakti is one with it because it cannot be independent of it. At the same time it is not absolutely one because it is Shakti and the other is Shaktiman. So there is a characteristic of oneness and difference simultaneously. And this is an inconceivable thing from logic point of view. So it is not only in relationship with Krishna but any object. It is that relationship. Just like in Nyaya we studied that substance have qualities, right? So qualities are one with object or they are different from the object?
Yeah, one and different both.
So there Nyaya treats it as different. That's why it has a separate category. But it has a problem there. But if there you say they are one and different, then there will be no logic. The logic does not work like that. So for logic you have to make it either one or you have to make it separate. So they say Dravya is separate, quality is separate. But then when you come to Vedanta, this Nyaya point is defeated. It's refuted. Because Nyaya does not accept this Achintya concept. If you have to talk with somebody logically, you cannot bring in Achintya there. Then he will say, you are just trying to now fool me by calling Achintya. So therefore they have built up system from logic point of view for common people to understand. But then what does Vedanta say? Tarko apratishtanat. That logic does not have pratishtha. Pratishtha means ultimately it collapses. So this is what is being described here. That you have to ultimately transcend logic. Therefore the concept of Achintya comes in. If you want to understand the absolute tattva, then you cannot understand it simply by tarka, by logic, by nyaya. Because he is the source of all tarka. He is tarkatit. That's why it's called adhokshaja. So this has to be kept in mind. But at the same time, it's not that now, we don't talk about logic at all, we don't bother about it. So we also make use of that. But it should not go against Shastra. So susk tarkam tu varjayet.
Babaji, can I ask a question? So, you mentioned that in Vasudeva Sarvamiti and there is Atma in everything, there could not be Chetan. And at a very high level, one will see everything as in that light. Even if one has a vision, and so when Krishna manifested and he went to the gopis, they did not know that this is Krishna, although they had attraction for Krishna. So at any given time, we are always under Yogamaya or Mahamaya, I think one of the Mayas, and we are part of the Leela. And we also spoke, I think yesterday or day before, about a little bit of free will. So there it's more of one who has a little vision of that Vasudeva Sarvamiti, but with that knowledge you still have to deal with, like how you wouldn't put your earring on your neck and your necklace on your ear. You would know how to deal with it at that level, still knowing at a grander level that everything is Krishna. And is that where Shastra comes into play, where you use Shastra as a guide to know how to act in different situations?
Yes. Otherwise you will only be working on your raga and dvesha, although you will say I have free will. Because people say we have free will. But as long as you have raga and dvesha, then where is the free will? Your whole thinking functions because of conditioning by the body. Right? So indriyasya arthe raga dvesha vyavastito. So every sense has got its raga and dvesha. So you are actually thinking, I am making the choice. I am going to eat chocolate and not rasgulla. Right? Because rasgulla is for Indians. So now you are making choice, but your choice is being influenced by your raga for one thing and dvesha for the other thing. That you do not know. So it is already ingrained inside you. Your whole thought process from where you think I have free will, that thinking itself is conditioned. So as long as you are conditioned by your body and your mind, where is the free will? So therefore everything is conditioned. So it is there, but it is not as we tend to think. It's a very conditioned, limited.
Thank you, Maharaj. But in the Leela,
Limited does not mean purely in that in particular area it is just free. No, anything you do, it is conditioned. So that deconditioning happens only when you get rid of raga and dvesha. And that is this process. Because then you will see one tattva. So then at that place raga and dvesha will be only in relationship to that one tattva only. Now raga and dvesha is in relationship to your body and mind, and everybody's body and mind is different. So it is not, so there is no harmony.
Even in this Leela, when Brahmaji wanted to, put Krishna in Maya, was there also Krishna's, was that Brahmaji's conditioning in some way?
No, it's not Brahmaji's conditioning. It is all Krishna wants to show this. Otherwise, how will we know this?
Krishna creates that.
Krishna comes to appears here on this earth to teach us. So how the teaching is done, one way of teaching is that I give you the sutras, Vedanta Sutra. Okay, go and study them. There is that he comes and he performs these activities. So all these activities are explanation of Vedanta Sutra. They are explanation of Upanishad. Krishna is Upanishad personified. So whatever he is doing, he is writing a commentary on that. So that's why Mahaprabhu said that this is explanation of the Vedanta Sutra. So let's complete this commentary. So Tadeva Prapanchayati. So now how Krishna expanded, because in the previous sloka it was said that he wanted to satisfy the mothers as well as Brahma. So that is being now elaborated here in this verse. Yavat yat parimanakam vatspanam vatsakanam cha alpakam vap. So yavat means as much, means accordingly. Whatever is the size, age, etc. As many number. Jati apeksha ekvachanam. So ekvachan is used singular case, that is to refer to the class. Otherwise it's all. Atyalpani komalani vayu vapunshi. So atyalpani, komal, soft, some were very small boys. Evam utratrapi viharadikam ityatra adi shabdat pitri matradishu vyavaharanam purvacharit smaranadikam cha. So the sloka yavad viharadikam. So the word adi in vihara says it refers to their dealing with the parents, their family members, also remembering what they have done, because not only that he has to deal with them, he also has to remember, like yesterday the boy said something to the mother. So now Krishna has to remember that this is what the boy said. Otherwise the mother will say, oh, tomorrow, here it is, you are asking for this gulab jamun, here it is. And he said, no, I didn't ask. So the mother will think he is getting dementia or what. So he has to also remember everything from very childhood to that age, what all has happened. So complete program. So that is what Adi means. So Ajaha Ajanyataya eva Bhita eva Krishna Sarva Swarupa Tavad Vapuradi Rupam Rupa Sanbhabhu. So although he is called here as Aja, unborn, and therefore without taking birth only he became. Generally, if you have to be somebody's child, you have to take birth. Right? That's what Dhruva Maharaj was told by that Suruchi, the wife. the other stepmother, that if you want to sit in the lap of your father, then you have to take birth from my womb. Otherwise you are not allowed to sit there. So Krishna, he without taking birth became. This is the magic. And the mothers are having the same. If you can adopt somebody's child, you don't have the same feeling as if the child is born from your own womb. You are only imposing it on yourself that this is my son, and the son is thinking this is my mother, but actually it's not natural. But here it is natural. The mothers are thinking this is my baby, and the Krishna is also thinking this is my mother. He is not acting there. This is the meaning what you are saying, avesh and natya. Now he is not doing acting. He is actually the child of that mother, or he is the calf of that cow. He will go and run, where is my calf, mother? He is not going to go to another cow and start drinking the milk. He will go on to that one only.
He is taking on their bhava as well.
Everything. So that is what is being described. Smaranadikam. Smaran. Remember. So, Sarvam Vishnumayam Jagat iti prasiddhaya gis tasya angavatsa gireva murta pratakshaya tha babhu. So it is as if Krishna was the personification of this statement from the Shastra, Sarvam Vishnumayam Jagat. That this Jagat is Vishnumaya. It is a manifestation of Vishnu. Mayat Pratyaya. So he is as if he is showing this with this pastime. Because everything, calves, clothes, dress, everything he became. So that is his most wonderful Leela. So I will stop here. Continue tomorrow. Yes.
Just a short question. This in the verse, in the Mula here, the verb is babho, and I saw that most commentators they put in babho, but here Vishwanath Chakravarti is babhuva. So this would babhuva would be the correct form, the normal form, and this babho is this some.
Babho is Atmanatan.
Oh really?
No. Is it I think it is Atmanipam. I have to check. But there is a sutra which makes it out. It's little akar, adhokshana. The normal form is babhuva. I think maybe Atmanipam.
Because yesterday we discussed that this bhu is normally not Atmanepada, and then the only, okay.
So that's why commentator was saying babhuva.
I was wondering because only he did it and the other ones not, so I was wondering if this is a regular form, but okay. And I think also Tanma, he wanted to say something.
Tanma, you have something to say? You are muted.
Babaji Maharaj, I also had one question.
Yes.
So basically, when Krishna is dealing with the calves and these cowherd boys, so when he is not expanded, so he is dealing in a certain way. So when he is expanded into them, So it is Krishna again dealing with Krishna. So, like, how to understand this point? Like, okay, you can deal with another person, but dealing with yourself is little difficult to understand this point.
No, this is Achintya. So no problem. This is how it is showing that it is He only who is everything.
Okay.
Now you understand how it is He only who is playing all the game. So that's why he said that those who are great Mahatmas, this came in Bhakti Sandarbha also, that how they see Krishna's presence in everything. That it is Krishna in everything and it is Krishna who is playing all this. So now you can see that happening here actually. But here in this particular case, he becomes and then he comes back, but in other cases he has permanently become like that. All the jivas are his manifestation, right? And then external Shakti is his Shakti and he is combining them. So it is he who is doing all this. This is Achintya. And then he is dealing. So that's why it is described that he is playing with himself just like a child plays with his own shadow. Right? It's like a child, sometimes children they play with their own shadow. So like that he is playing himself with everything. That is the meaning of one tattva. So when you understand that, then you will become free from matsarya. That is the param dharma. Dharma projita kaituvatra parama. Nirmatsaranam satam. So this is what Bhāgavatam is teaching. And unless you get out of this matsarya, this jealousy and envy, you will not understand this. And when you will get out that, then you will not understand why people are envious. Why they are doing all this nonsense. So it is good that Krishna is like this till he understands and he comes to teach us. Otherwise he can say, I don't understand what is the problem of these people. So he says, Kam esha krodha esha rajo gun samudbhava mahasano mahapapma vidhyena mivarinam jahi shatrum mahabhaho kam rupam durasadam. So he is also teaching. So this is his game. He creates the trouble, then he comes to give solution, and then he expects you to work on it. Yeah, this is exactly which was said in 7th Canto, in the very beginning. Jai kalo tu sattvasya. You have seen. What is that? Jai kalo tu sattvasya rakshan. He himself is doing this. Jai kale tu sattvasya devarshin rajso asuran tamso yaksha rakshanshi tatkalo anguno bhajat. Jiva Goswami gave a very lengthy explanation of this sloka came in Krishna Sandarbha. So it is he who is doing it. But this is very difficult to understand. And yet now we have to live in this world and we have to deal with envious people also. We have to deal with enemies also. We have to deal with everybody. Knowing very well that this guy also is Krishna. Krishna's part and whole one. So still we have to do.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
What would be the difference in the perception? So because they say sarva bhuteshu yenekam bhavam aviyam ikshate vibhaktam, that's so that is says is jnanam. So that says that is sattvika gyan, to see everything as similar, and here you are seeing everything as Krishna, and that is bhakti. So how is that?
So there you see the Brahman. That it is Brahman which is manifest.
So that verse is speaking more from a Advaita point of view.
Thank you, Maharaj.
So I have from Tanmay Prabhu here the questions you wanted to ask. So he has 3, I think. So first is, how is that Krishna came to know about the stealing at the time that Brahma stole, given that he made the boys for him to steal in the first place?
He meant?
He made the boys for Brahma to steal in the first place. Right, so as far as I understood the question, Krishna created. So he wrote, how is that Krishna came to know about the stealing at the time that Brahma stole? Given that he, I think this means Krishna, made the boys for him, I think Brahma, to be stolen in the first place.
Maybe the Leela Shakti made them.
Okay. Also, the cowherd boys already are expansions of Krishna. So how do they differ from the new expansions of Krishna?
So this you will understand in Priti Sandarbha. Jiva Goswami will explain something very deep about this point. That although they are expansions of Krishna, still there is a difference. And there he is going to explain that these boys are actually superior to the forms which Krishna has manifested.
Krishna manifest means
Now when Krishna has expanded as the boys, no, they are inferior to the actual.
Okay. And
that you have to wait.
And then the last question here from him is, how do the new cowherd boys relate to Krishna? The same as the real set of cowherd boys?
Yeah, exactly same. They did not know. He has taken same exactly the Hankara like that. And Krishna is also now not thinking that this is me. He is going to deal with them just like as if nothing has happened.
So this would be known. This class would be known as the class where the lunchbox doesn't play the flute and Krishna runs on 4 legs.
Yes.
Maharaj, we
I have a question.
Yes.
I still don't see the need for second stage of voice creation. I made that and keep them here someplace. Brahma took one set, he hid them, then he made another set, and then he expanded into third set. What was the real need for the second set?
So what you would have done?
Need to create that. Brahma took one, he already expanded himself, and he then goes out to do his duties, do his daily chores.
Yeah, then the boys will go back and tell the same day that Aghasura was killed today. The whole question was this only, that Parikshit asked, Sukdev Goswami said that after 1 year they said that Aghasura was killed today. And he said, what? How is that? They could have, even if they did not say that, they could have said he was killed 1 year ago, but they said he was killed today. How did this happen? So if what you are saying is that he would have hidden these boys and created another set, and when Brahma stole them away, he brings these guys out and then they go home. But now these people will have the memory that Aghasura is killed today. So then they will talk about it. So then all this chapter will not come into play.
But the first set with Brahma...
Also, he also, the other reason is that he said that these mothers wanted Krishna as their son. So then that will not happen. The cows also wanted Krishna as their son. That would not happen. And how he wants to show that even Balram can be influenced by Krishna's Maya. All these points then will not come.
See, he can still expand, but then he created another set.
Which other
The
set?
original set which was already there, he hid them, right?
Yeah, so
He hid them, and then Yoga Maya created another set, Virasakti, and then Brahma stole that one.
No, that was not by Yoga Maya, that was by Mahamaya. Because he wants to show that the Krishna and Krishna's associates cannot be influenced by Brahma's Maya.
Yes.
So therefore Mahamaya creates one set which is they were influenced by Brahma's Maya. He took them.
He returned them, those boys, or those back again, basically merged with these boys and finished that.
Yeah, he brought them back. Otherwise, Krishna's friends have to go outside Braja, unless you believe that he hid them here somewhere. But all these points are there, that the gopis also wanted Krishna as their child. This is also an important part of this Leela.
Yes.
So this will not happen without Krishna becoming the boys.
Maharaji, can we understand that the first set was because to show that Krishna's sakhas cannot be influenced by Mahamaya, and that's why that first set was created. And then the second set that was created was because the gopis and the cows wanted Krishna to be their child.
So he created that, and then the original set was the original set. Is that a way of understanding it?
Yeah.
Thank you, Maharaj.
This is not the first occasion that Krishna don't let his own parshads or his own companions be touched by, not only by Maya, but even by other energy different than himself. When we was studied the Krishna Sandarbha, and there was explained that the gopis who lead with the kids and the childs and the husband are other set completely different from the original who have only relationship with him. So we can say that Krishna do that because he's like this protection that he extend to his companions or prashads or devotees, his own energy. He never not only being touched by Maya, but it's like his own. Like his own energy is like it's in a special way.
Yeah.
Maharaj, we discussed earlier in the class that at the Paramarthic level, we say that it's working. So everything is Krishna. In Sarupa also everything is Krishna. Right, just as Mahaprabhu is seeing, he's actually seeing.
Yeah, but still I heard the difference is there. Krishna Leela is happening, but still he has his friends and cowherd boys and gopis and all that. Although they are all manifestation of Krishna, but then you don't say this is all Krishna. Otherwise it will become Advaitavad.
Yeah, so this is the point I wanted to understand. So the Sarupa is not Krishna, right? Though we can say it's the Shakti of Krishna.
Yeah, that's what we have been talking. What is the meaning of Achintya Bheda Bheda? Otherwise just call it Advaitavad.
Yes.
What is the difference between Advaitavad and Achintya Bheda Bheda? What is the difference? So Krishna is there and he has all this variety. In Advaitavad there is no variety, then there is no play. If everybody is Krishna only and the same Swarupa, then what is it? There is no Leela, nothing. That's what Brahmavad is. So all the variety is there and still it is one Tattva.
So Tattva is one but Swarupa is different.
Yes.
Even according to our philosophy.
Yeah, otherwise then you will say that Yashoda is same as Krishna or what? Then he will not be Yashoda Nandan. He will be Krishna Nandan. He will be his own father, own mother, everything same because everything is Krishna. right?
So when Jiva Goswami is saying that moksha paryanta, the jiva remains jiva only. It does not, the tatas shakti does not become swarupa shakti. So there he is saying in terms of swarup only, not tattva. Is that so?
What do you mean not tattva?
I cannot exactly understand the difference between Sarup and Tattva as you're explaining that Tattva is one but Sarup is different.
And just like you have this body, so this body is one or two? Your body.
Yeah, one.
It's one, right?
Yes.
But it has got so many parts. So those parts, are they different from the body or they are one with the body?
Both. Yeah, they're one.
You have your finger. So is this finger one with body or different from body?
It is one also and different also.
Right?
No, one with body because it's acting just like what body wants.
But is the finger body?
Sorry?
Is the finger body?
It's just for practical science. Because the main thing is that they following the instruction according to that or they going to against them.
Yeah, so finger is finger and body is body. The body can survive without the finger also. So there is so therefore there is oneness and there is also difference.
So you had explained that the whole exists in parts, but the parts do not exist in the whole. So that way that I think that it can be understood.
Parts do not exist in the whole.
No, in the sense parts are different from the whole, but the whole exists in the part.
Okay.
We discussed this a lot.
You are bringing Nyaya now.
Babaji, one more question I had. When Krishna is saying in the Bhagavad Gita, Mata Dhata Pitamaha, when he is saying that is from Tattva point of view.
Also from everything. Because he is the only one who exists. Matta Partaram Nanyat. No, the other one. Sarves. What is that? Sutra Mai. Mani Sutra Ganeva. Everything is strung on me. Yeah, you can. So anyway, it is one tattva. Okay, so we'll stop.